15-year-old Danielle Jones suddenly disappeared in June 2001 in Essex, England. A beloved teenager's routine walks to the bus stop unraveled into one of the most haunting mysteries of the time. The search for Danielle's body stretched across months, and then the chilling evidence pointed to someone far too close to home. Danielle Sarah Jones was born on October 16, 1985, in East Tilbury, Essex. Growing up, Danielle was known for her bright smile and kind heart, qualities that endeared her to friends and family alike. However, in 2001, just as she was on the cusp of her teenage years, tragedy struck. On the morning of June 18, 2001, Danielle was last seen walking to a bus stop near her home, a routine outing. In the wake of her disappearance, a massive search operation unfolded, mobilizing Essex police to respond to one of the most challenging cases they had ever faced. Over 900 officers and support staff were deployed to scour more than 1,500 locations in a desperate bid to locate Danielle. The community of East Tilbury rallied behind her family, offering support and assistance, while volunteers joined the police in the search efforts. Flyers with Danielle's photograph were distributed widely, and vigils were held to raise awareness about her plight. As the investigation progressed, suspicion quickly fell on Stuart Campbell, Danielle's uncle. He was arrested just 5 days after her disappearance on June 23rd. The authorities had initially delayed his arrest, grappling with a critical decision whether to act on their suspicions or to continue the search for Danielle under the hope that she was still alive. The detectives weighed the potential risks to her safety against the possibility that Campbell could lead them to her. The media coverage of Danielle's case was extensive, capturing national attention and keeping her story in the public eye. The ongoing investigation revealed a troubling shift as the police quickly became convinced that Danielle was deceased. Almost 2 months later, on August 17th, the police rearrested Campbell on suspicion of slaying, fueled by significant evidence that suggested Danielle was likely deceased. A police superintendent remarked to the BBC that Campbell had developed a relationship with Danielle that was certainly inappropriate and probably unlawful. The situation was dire as it became clear that Danielle had attempted to distance herself from her uncle, but Campbell had resisted her efforts. By November 14, 2001, the Crown Prosecution Service assessed that there was enough evidence to charge Campbell with slaying, despite the unsettling reality that Danielle's body had yet to be found. The following year, on March 15, 2002, a body was discovered in a cement works located in an industrial area of North Fleet, Kent. Speculation arose that the remains could belong to Danielle. However, those hopes were dashed when the body was identified as Hannah Williams, a schoolgirl from Dartford, Kent. The case remained a haunting mystery, compelling the authorities to continue their investigation into Campbell and his involvement in Danielle's disappearance. On October 14th, Campbell's trial commenced before Mr. Justice McKinnon and a jury following an extended period of 11 months spent on remand. Witness testimonies revealed that Danielle had been seen conversing with a man in a blue Ford Transit van, which bore a striking resemblance to Campbell's vehicle, placing him in the vicinity at a critical time. Bloodstained stockings were found in the loft of Campbell's house, which contained DNA matching both him and Danielle. Additionally, lip gloss belonging to Danielle was discovered within Campbell's home, further implicating him in her disappearance. A diary maintained by Campbell revealed his unsettling obsession with teenage girls, complemented by testimonies suggesting he had manipulated young girls into posing for explicit photographs. This pattern of behavior painted a disturbing portrait of Campbell and his motives, raising questions about the extent of his influence over Danielle. Central to the prosecution's argument was a text message Campbell claimed Danielle had sent to him in which he expressed gratitude and affection. Mobile switching center records further dismantled Campbell's alibi, which stated he was at a DI store half an hour away in Rayla. The records showed that both Campbell's and Danielle's mobile phones were connected to the same mobile phone masked around the time the alleged text message was sent, casting significant doubt on his claims. Forensic authorship analysis indicated that Campbell had likely written the message himself using Danielle's phone in an attempt to fabricate a narrative that she was still alive. This revelation intensified the prosecution's case against Campbell, solidifying the belief that he was responsible for Danielle's tragic disappearance. On December 19, 2002, Stuart Campbell was found guilty of both charges, slaying and abduction. Mr. Justice McKinnon sentenced Campbell to life imprisonment for the slaying of Danielle Jones, a sentence that would run concurrently with a 10-year term for abduction. Following the verdict, the High Court mandated that Campbell serve a minimum of 20 years before being eligible for parole, effectively ensuring that he would remain incarcerated until at least November 2022, at the age of 64. This ruling was met with mixed emotions by the public and Danielle's family, who grappled with the reality that Campbell could one day be released. In January 2023, the parole board made a significant decision, denying Campbell's request for parole. This ruling provided a measure of relief to those who had followed the case. Though Danielle's body was never found, the evidence ensured Campbell's life sentence